All right, let's now go across to Dhaka, and joining us from there is NDTV's cricket analyst Sunil Gavaskar. Sunny bhai, Virat Kohli, we've heard of purple patches, but Virat, the way he's batting now has crossed all sorts of those patches. He's in the form of his life. But tell me something, during your career as a player or even as a commentator, can you remember any other player having such an extended good run?
Well, I think we had Sachin Tendulkar who had such a similar patch. There was Rahul Dravid who also had a couple of years where every time he went out he scored a big 100. He had a very substantial innings. So yes, I think there have been patches like that, and like those innings of Tendulkar, Dravid got India many victories. This is again gaining India some very fine wins.
Right, Sunny bhai, apart from his form with the bat, we need to remember that he's also the captain of the side. Do you think he's handling both responsibilities very well? I ask you this question because we've seen in the past great batsmen sometimes lose form while they're captaining a side.
Yes, I think so. I think, the fact that he's taken to the responsibility of captaincy like a duck takes to water, and the way his batting has not been affected. In fact, if anything, his batting has matured. He's showing a lot more maturity as a captain and as a batsman, for the simple reason that sometimes when he's just a player, there sometimes is a possibility that he might play the odd shot, which is a little bit less than ideal. But over here, apart from this shot that got him out, there was not one shot that you could find fault with. So captaincy has actually made his batting that much more responsible.
All right, that's Virat Kohli, the captain, performing with the bat very well. I know early days yet, but whatever little you saw, Virat Kohli, the skipper, were you impressed with the way he marshalled his troops there today?
Yes, he is. He is, because again, what was evident today was, despite the fact that there were occasions when he otherwise would have given vent to his feelings, he would have shown a little bit of frustration. He didn't do that, and that is again a big plus. The fact that he took it in his stride. That look, in this format of the game, bowlers are going to get clobbered. There will be periods when the opposition is going to be on top, and not to lose heart, not to lose focus, but to keep thinking of ways to stop the opposition. And that was something that was new. That was something that was refreshing, and again gives you big hopes for the future.
All right, let's now talk about the bowlers' performance, Sunny bhai. I know 280 and some of the bowlers have come for a lot of stick, but looking at the condition, we've seen Bangladesh chase close to 300 on this track. Looking at all of that, change of rules, what do you make of the bowlers' performances today?
Yes, I think it's hard on the bowlers. It's very tough on the bowlers. Look, limited overs cricket, they get clobbered anyway, because batsmen have the license, the liberty to go out and smash the ball from pretty much the first over that they play. So yes, it is tough for the bowlers, and the only thing one can say is that you have to say that maybe they have done a lot better than they did in South Africa or New Zealand, where they were taken for 300 plus runs. At least over here, they restricted Bangladesh to 280.
Right, Sunny bhai, talking about bowlers, it wasn't a great day for Varun Aaron. In fact, apart from going for a plenty, there was this incident in the... Right, Sunny bhai, talking about that incident, I heard you in commentary say that there is no way this was a mistake. You thought that Varun Aaron bowled that ball deliberately. Now, my question to you is, if you think a bowler is doing this deliberately, what should be the punishment? Because you don't want to see such incident happening in an international match.
I think suspension for a couple of games, maybe one game at least, because genuinely I think it's something that I feel very strongly about. Is the Bima. Look, Yorkers have been attempted for generations, but no Yorker has really gone above the waist. When it starts to go above the waist, then you can look at this level. At this level, I say international level. If you bowl a much fuller Yorker, it should go below the waist, around the knee. That is where that's the maximum that I feel should happen. The moment it goes above the waist, then I start to think that the ball hasn't slipped.
All right, that's something the administrators can look into. Finally, Sunny bhai, a little bit, whatever you saw of this team, because it's a new look Indian team, some very inexperienced players are part of it. Whatever you saw of them today, how do you see them do in this entire tournament, this Asia Cup?
Yes, I think so. I think because the batting will overcome whatever the bowling is unable to achieve on these surfaces. and therefore I believe that this team can go all the way.
All right, that's a perfect note to thank you. Thanks so much for joining us, Sunil Gavaskar there. As he says, he sees this team going all the way. That is to say, they might just win this tournament. Thanks so much for joining us.